Hi there, welcome to Binance Coin Wyckoff Weekly. So we're looking at the weekly chart of Binance Coin, and there was a surge last week, similar to many major cryptos. So what's next for Binance Coin? Before getting to the details, these sessions are not financial advice, they're for education research purpose only. However, your discussions in the comment sections are very welcome. So let's go back to the chart. So previously I put down an LPSY tag while the price was still moving. It's time to move it up a little, given we've seen this peak over here. And for this yellow line, the downward trend has been broken. So previously I've drawn this line because there was lower highs. So you see all this 1, 2, 3, 4 after the UTAD, right? So as of this moment, this has broken the trend. So we can take this away. It's not relevant anymore, especially after I mentioned about it just now. What's it for? And it's no longer relevant for us. So what's important over here then? Look at this red line over here. It's basically extended from the upthrust, this UT over here, and clearer if you're watching on a mobile phone. So this is basically for 2 times, this week and last week, both unable to stay above this line. So there's still less, like a little bit more than 23 hours left. So it depends on tomorrow what it's going to be like, but like it's weekend, Sunday, and there's probably not much going to happen as usual, unless there are some big announcement coming out on a Sunday. So here right now, this red line and the pink line, so these two, if it's like the color isn't too obvious, treat them both as red. So basically is this range that I'm talking about. Actually it should be wider, as we can see. So it's more like during this period between end of last year to early March, the price was trading between these two red lines, or the red and pink lines. However, most of the period, either early to mid 2024, and then some part of the second half of 2024, as well as March to April of this year, the price has been trading between the pink and the purple. So if we look at it, except this period between, or during the third quarter last year, if you trade or manage your orders between the purple and the red line above, that's where the trading activities have been. So given the current situation, there's no particularly good or bad news, hopefully, for the short term. It's not going to be surprising to have the price still trading between the top red line and the purple line. So that's the big picture. In terms of Wyckoff, yes, it's after UTAD, but we all know there can be 2, 10, 1, 3 tests to see how eager people are in the market to acquire a certain asset before a distribution period or cycle is over. Last time it was probably a little bit shorter. So first UTAD candle to the last LPSY roughly at the top, 1 for 7 days. This time we have passed that. It's 154 days now. If we look at the LPSY that I brought up at the beginning of the session. However, we all know it's likely won't happen exactly the same every time, so it's fine that sometimes the cycle goes longer, sometimes it gets shorter. It's okay, as long as we manage our stop loss. So that's the key. You can play longer or shorter, depending on what the market is trying to do. So in terms of daily charts, if you look at here, the short-term playground zone, given the price has already gone outside of this triangle, we can take that away. And right now, like I said, it's trading on the top half basically. It doesn't mean it can't go to the lower half, but it all depends on what happens when the price comes to or get close to the center line over here. So the center line, except right here these two times, one time here, one time here, that the price shot back up. Other times are mostly going down. For this right here, went straight through, here down as well, here also down. So it looks like it's more going through the center line, hitting the bottom, bounce up like that, more than it bounces straight from the center line. Of course, when the timing is right, where there's a good news, obviously it can bounce up from the center line. But now, if there's no particularly exciting news for Binance, then that's probably the case. So that's all for Binance for now.